strawberries. Can I have one? I'm gonna have one.
Okay, so we have a big storm going on, so I'm just gonna go ahead and cook some peanut butter cookies. What you will need is an egg, some vanilla extract, baking soda, salt, natural peanut butter, and some stevia. The one that's more like sugar will probably work out the best for you. So here's what we're gonna do. Sorry if y'all can't see well, I'm filming in a different location than normal because one of my lights went out in my kitchen. Oh, my voice is going out. One of the lights went out in my kitchen, and so I'm just having to improvise here, guys. Improvisation is what I'm good at. So, anyways, let's get into this. So you're going to need your egg, and then you will need 3 teaspoons of, you're going to need 3 tablespoons of water.
That's all I want it for.
1, 2, 3 tablespoons of water. Oh, I got a shell in there. Oh, shell. Come out. Okay. Anyway, so you got your egg, your 3 tablespoons of water. Now you're going to need a half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. You aren't able to see very well, are you? Half a teaspoon. I'm excited for these cookies because, and I'm actually using measuring things, so I know y'all are probably really proud of me right now for that. Then you'll need a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And then you're gonna need 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Should have like pre-measured this stuff out, but I didn't. So y'all are having to wait for me. Man, my voice has been just acting up, y'all. Acting up. Then you're going to want to blend all of this together. Let me get my blender. 1 second. Anyway, we're going to blend it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. See what happens when you like aren't recording where you're used to recording? Everything goes astray. I am like, hold on. Dropped one of my blending thingy-doos. It fell off the blender, or whatever you want to call it. Cake mixer. I'll get it together, guys. I'll get it together. Ah, did y'all hear that big thunder? Probably not over the blender. So, you get all that blended. And then you add in 1 cup of creamy peanut butter. Or if you like nutty, you can do nutty. Whatever you want to do, you do you, boo. Okay, so you put in your peanut butter. Okay, so you're gonna start mixing this up together, and while you mix, you're gonna add to it 3/4 a cup of your pure, your stevia, whatever you're using. So you start blending this together. It'll start getting thicker and thicker the more you add.
What is that?
Peanut butter cookie, Shin. Move out of the way. I think I'm going to add one more. So I think I'm going to add a full cup to mine because it didn't thicken up as much as it should have. That should be good. Oh yeah. Nice and thick. Perfect. Okay. All right, so now you just take your mixture and you spoon it out onto, that might have been too much. You want to keep it kind of small. You spoon it out onto your cooking pan, whatever you're going to be cooking in. Just like so. I'm using a little miniature like ice cream or dessert scoop thing. I really don't know if these are technically ice cream scoops or what they're called. This one has way too much, so I'm gonna have to go back. Anyway, I'm gonna check in with you guys as soon as I get all these scooped out. Okay, so I have leftover batter, so I'm gonna attempt 2 different methods here. But this is the first method that I showed Joe how to cook. Now here's a trick I got from my grandma. You take your fork and you dip it in water before you squish these little bad boys down. And it will keep your fork from sticking to the mixture. So I had leftover mixture and I'm thinking I want to add some just a tiny bit of coconut flour to it, because this is a recipe I got off of Line, and I thought, okay, it'll probably be good, you know, but it's so sticky and so weird texturizing. I don't know how to explain it. I'm just not sure if it's going to come out right. So here they are, all pressed out. I'm going to stick them in the oven. I've been preheating it on 350. So I'm going to stick it in there. I'll let y'all know how long I keep them in there. So for this, I just took the leftover batter from the other cookies, and I added in some coconut flour, just about 1/4, I think it was 1/4 cup, just because I want to see what would happen by adding in something with a little more stick, a little more dryness. I want to see what the difference will be in the cookies. So it's kind of like a battle of the peanut butter cookie. See which method is best. It just feels so weird making a cookie without any type of flour in it, right? So this batter is nice and thick. Like thick. Way thicker than the last batter. It feels like cookie batter, like sugar cookie batter. So the other one was real moist and sticky, which can be good, but I don't know. I was just kind of like, what if it don't turn out right? I really want my peanut butter cookies. So I'm going to try 2 different methods and see which is best, which works well. Both are keto friendly, so it's all good. I'll check back in with you in a minute when they're both done cooking. You're going to put these on the pan just like you did the other ones. So guys, let me explain something to you. I really feel like some people put out false information. Like, what the heck? I followed these ingredients to the T. I put them in the oven exactly how they told me. I actually used my measuring cups. And this is what I got. The cookies in the video that I watched looked perfect. But this is what I got. Like, seriously. Lame. Okay, so I'm happy that I did do the other kind. I'm about to pop them in the oven and pray that I get better results than this crap. What a load of crap that these people are trying to sell people. You know what I mean? Like, seriously. Seriously. I did not do anything different than what the people had told me to do. And this is what I got. Peanut butter cake. Okay, so this is the first cookie I did that came out looking like a peanut butter cake instead of how they said it would come out looking. I don't know what happened. I went and I watched the video like 3 different times and I'm like, did I do something wrong? But I did it exactly how they told me to do it and it came out looking totally different than what theirs did. So I took a cup and I cut them into these circles. Show them the circle, Jen. I cut them up into these circles, and Ginger's gonna be our taste tester, because let me say something real quick before you taste it, Jen. With these cookies, you only wanna eat 1 cookie, because if you eat too many, it is gonna be all you will be able to eat for the day. I believe these have about 6 grams of carbs in them is what the people said that they did. But I don't know. Anyway, so Ginger, go ahead and take a bite. What does it taste like? Reese's? I guess I'll take 1 little bite. So even though I was very disappointed in the way these looked, they don't look too bad now that I cut them out.
I do like it. I just don't want it.
They're very, like, melt in your mouth. It's hard to explain.
Good that it's not right there.
So, I'm not going to eat any more of this because I don't want to have too many grams of carbs. But I think they came out pretty well. You think they're good? I think they came out well, even though they were very disappointing looking. So, I will take these to my mom. Just kidding. Not really. Okay, so I'm not gonna eat anymore. Take that from me, go throw it away. So yeah, those are actually really good. They like melt in your mouth, but they came out looking like poop. So that is the one. Those are the cookies that I did not add the coconut flour to. Still waiting on the ones that I added the coconut flour to get done. I'm going to give them about 5 more minutes and then I'm going to pull them out of the oven. Here's the other cookies before. Okay, so here is how the cookies that did have almond flour, here's how they came out. And I might have overcooked them a little bit because I got on the phone and I was kind of distracted. Whoopsie doodles. I'm going to let y'all know how they taste in a minute, but they look a lot better, don't they? They sure do. Okay, so here is the cookie that I added the almond flour, or not almond flour, sorry, the coconut flour to. I'm going to taste it. It's not bad. It is a little dry. It's chewy. It has more of a cookie consistency. You could take some almond milk and dip it in there. That would be good. It's pretty good. Not really sure which one I like better. They're both pretty good. It's interesting. They don't taste very different. The other one just tastes more like sugar and more, I don't know. It like melts in your mouth because it's like all sugar and there's nothing holding it together. So these are very chewy and very good, but they don't like melt like the way the other ones do. It's hard to explain. If I were to make them again, I would make this kind. Yeah. I'd definitely make this kind because the other kind just, I don't know. These taste more like cookies. I don't know how to explain it. The other one, I don't know what it tasted like, but it wasn't very cookie textured. If that makes sense. It was more of like sugar textured. It almost like tasted like cereal, if that makes sense at all to anybody. And maybe you could do that. Maybe you could break up a little bit and make a little bowl of cereal. I don't know. But yeah, I definitely like the thicker ones, the ones that actually look like peanut butter cookies. I like those better for the presentation wise and for taste wise. Just simply because the other ones were almost too sweet and just didn't feel right. I don't know how to explain it. They were good, don't get me wrong, they were yummy. They're almost like too sweet. I think those would be best for the kids, and then I will have the other kind. And I also feel like if you put a little bit of almond flour in there, camera rudely cut me off. It's not as, I don't know. It's hard for me to explain unless you tasted it yourself. The other ones just had a funky texture where they melted in your mouth, which sounds really good, right? But it was like you were eating a spoonful of sugar. Oh, I'm so tired, guys. I still have on yesterday's eye makeup, because I washed my face and I got all the foundation off, but I was wearing waterproof makeup and I didn't have my eye makeup remover in the house with me. It was out in my car, so I didn't take it off. So I need to go do that because I look a hot mess. Anyway, so this was my peanut butter cookie trial. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button. If you're already subscribed, hit the little bell right next to it and you will get a notification every single time I post a new video. How awesome is that? Bye, guys.